Well, good morning, good evening, good afternoon. It all depends on what side of the war you're coming in from. Considering this is your most favorite international trade room where we've learned how to take pips out of the market using the football strategy. Now, we don't trade with any guarantees, but we do teach our students how to trade with high probabilities. We don't suggest that you trade with any money that you cannot afford to lose. Make sure if you're on your cell phone, turn your cell phone sideways so you can get a clear view of the strategies we are about to share with you. What we're going to go over is the a world famous strategy known as the Forex football strategy. We're going to talk about our chart flick signals, our free signals, and our free trial for you that are joining today. I first want to say thank you to all of the current subscribers of Chart Flicks, as we have over 89 people have joined in the last 6 months. We currently have about 51 active subscribers, and they are learning how to trade using the football strategy. That's exactly what I want to go over with you today. Forex has been so complex to a lot of retail traders. A retail trader is like me and you. But the big guys, the hedge funds, the stock market traders, the governments, all of the billion-dollar corporations that trade in this market, they use a thing called quarters theory, and it's a price action trading strategy. Well, the minor quarter points are every 100 pips. Okay, the major quarter points are every 1,000 pips. Okay, so they count theirs in the thousands, the 250s, the 500s, the 750s. But on a smaller scale, inside of those 1,000 pip moves, there are 100 pip moves, and 100 pips is just like 100 yards. Let me go ahead and help you. Whenever you are on your trading terminal, you should always be looking at it like a football game where you have the Bulls versus the Bears. And I will show you here shortly how, if you have these quarter theories on your chart, you will be able to clearly see who has the price or who has the ball and which way it's trying to go. Every pair is trying to move within a course of a session. They're trying to complete a 100 pip move. And it's always the Bulls versus the Bears. Let me quickly show you a few things that we do with this. We have the 100 pip touchdown. We have the 75 interception, and we have the 50 pip fumble and the 25 pip U-turn. All of these things happen, or there's a high probability that all of these things happen with inside of a 100 pip move. And I'll show you just a quick example. Let's just say we're trading a favorite pair. Most people trade Euro USD. Okay. So in this case, the Bulls are the Euro. Okay. And so now the Bulls have the ball, and the Bulls have moved the ball 50 pips. In this case, we'll call it 50 yards. Okay. So right about the time the price has moved 50 pips, on most cases, in most scenarios, the price stops around 50 pips and does a pullback. And this is where the USD side of the currency, the bears, will stop and take the ball and take it backwards. Let me show you what I mean by the next slide. Typically, what will happen is the bears will intercept, or the bulls will fumble that ball, and the bears will pull it back. Let me show it to you on a live chart. This is an example of Euro USD. When the bulls broke this 100 pip line, this represents $1.71. And we call it the 100 level because it has 3 0. Okay, that's why we call it the 100 level. Now notice when the bulls break the 100 level, they move up towards $1.71 with 50. Now notice we're not counting the pipette. We're not counting that digit. We're counting the 2 digits after $1.71. This is a 50 pip line. Okay, so it goes from this 100 pip line to this 50 pip line. What we know over here in ChartFlix is whenever the price gets to a 50 pip line, this yellow line for this free indicator that we have, we know that there's a great possibility that the price is going to pull back 25 to even 50 pips. Now, in this case, you could see the price just fell to the ground. Now, we don't look for that to happen all the time. We just look for 25 to 50 pip pullback. And what could happen is you could place, there's two trades you could place. You could place a buy right in here and have your take profit be here. That'll be about 40 pips. Or you could place a sell trade here and take it about 25 pips, or take it 50 pips. So that's two trade ideas you could use when using these quarter points. Now let's do another example. Let's just say the Bears in this case have the ball. You seen that massive drop that we have? See how the Bears got the ball right here, right? So let's look at this way. Whenever the Bears drop the price 75 pips, this would be considered 25, 50, 75 pips. Something happens around that 75 pip line more times than not. As soon as it gets to the 75 pip line, the bulls will come in and pull it back, most times 50 pips. Most times it will pull it back a whole 50 pips. And when you use this as a football game, hold on, I'm trying to let somebody in class. When you use it as a football game, you're able to have more fun with it and know that there's some predictive behavior that happens around these quarter point line. There is a predictive behavior. So let's look at here. The Bears start at 66 cents. This is a 100 line because we have these two zeros. We don't count the pip at, which is that last zero. We just count the two zeros, so we know that this is a 100 pip line. It drops down. The first thing it does is it hits this 50 line. Now, mind you, we're paying attention to the 75 pip interception, but we have to pause here and just see where that price did drop 50 pips and it pulled back 50 pips. Now, this time when it hits the 50, it goes through the 50 and gets to this 75 pip line. Well, Marcus, how you know that's 75 pips? Because every one of these lines is 25 pips. We got 100, then this would be 25, 50, 75, back to 100. The white lines represent 100. Notice what happens as soon as the price gets to this level. It starts to make like a W shape and starts to push away, because there's always a high probability that when the Bears are getting ready to touch down, the 75 pip zone is like the hesitation zone. It's like the red zone of Forex, where they got to tighten up on defense to stop the opposing Bulls or Bears from scoring. And as you see what happened, the Bears never did make their touchdown to 65 cents. They end up taking the ball back the other way. And this is a predictive behavior that you can go and look on your chart and see it happens more times than not. Okay. Now, this is a prime example of the 75 pip hesitation zone where we actually sent this trade out. This may be about a month ago, sometime in September. Okay. The price had fell from 77 cents on AUDJPY, right? Predictive behavior. At 9:43 a.m., I sent out this text. I sent out this trade idea to ChartFlix. By 7 p.m. that night, so that was about 10 hours later, we saw where the price fell from 77 cents and it got right down to 76.25, which would be 75 pip drop by the Bears. Let's count it. 25, 50, 75 pip drop. And look what it did. It made a predictive move where it got to that 75 zone, pulled back, came back, and gave us a W pattern, because that's just what happens. And you can see how it ended up on the other side of the screen, and it went back the other way. What happens to your trading if you're able to kind of predict the behavior or patterns in which the market moves around these quarter points? Most people don't talk about this. I've been trading almost, we'll say almost 3 years now. Okay. Well, I'll say 26 months. We'll say 26 months. If I would have learned this on day one, if day one was introduced to me instead of all of the indicators and the stochastics and all of the Fibonacci's and all of this stuff, if this was introduced to me when I first started trading, my trading, the amount of money that I could have made by now would be out of the water. But I wasted over 18 months. I wasted over 18 months trying to come up with these perfect indicators to help me tell me when I'm going to get in the market, how I'm going to get in the market. One of the indicators I bought was the Agilent, and it's a great indicator, but it wasn't price action. These strategies that we use are price action. Okay. This here was a video of me predicting it, but I just talked you through that, so we don't have to do that. But I will show you this particular video. This is a video where you can already pretty much see, you could see what happened on the right side of the screen, but I want to show you in a live class where predicted, we actually predicted what was going to happen on the left side of the screen. Let's just take a quick look at this.
We start here, 25, 50, 75, 100 pips. Once we get to this 50 pip pullback, the price will start here. It's going to break here. We get to this 50 pip pullback. It's still football. It's just pending orders. And we're using data to predict it. This is our 75 dive zone, TP1, TP2, possibly even TP3. What pair is this? Or GK?
We'll stop it there. So this was a live prediction, and this is where we were when I predicted this move. As you can see, let's pay attention. We were right at this zone here. This is where I predicted the move. When we were in class, as you can see, you got this little peak right here on the blue, and this is where the blue stopped. Now, did I know the price was going to fall down here first? No. But what I predicted was we were going to break this price. That's what I did right here. And I said, once we get to the 50, it's going to do a 50 pip fumble. And I said it was going to give us TP1, 2, or 3. TP1 is 20 to 25 pips. TP2 is 50 pips. TP2 is 40 pips. TP3 is 50 to 75 pips. Okay, so we typically do TP2 where it's 50 pips. You can see where the market came right to the 50 and dropped down 75 pips. It actually matched this pull down right here. Now we have football 2.0. Our football strategy is 2.0, where we don't just say, well, if it hits the 50, it's going to pull back. We actually use the data on the left side of the screen to predict our move. So it's more than just the behavior of the quarter points. Now we use actual data from the left side of the screen to say, yeah, when it hits this 50, there's a high probability it's going to do this, and it's going to do this. And we take very high probability trades. We also do the basic, if you hadn't learned this pattern right here, it's called the head and shoulders pattern. I got to show it to you. I got to show you the prediction. We only got 50 pips out of the deal.
So this is the head and shoulders for the GN. We got a sell limit right here for the left shoulder, and sell limit right here for the right shoulder. And this is a 50 pip trade.
So we only took 50 pips out of this, but this is me predicting the price coming right to this zone. This was a touchdown zone. All of my white lines represent 100 pip quarter point. I predicted to the pip. We actually, instead of putting it right at the white line, we took it right to the wick. And it came right to the wick, and it dropped down. It gave us our 50 pip trade. We got taken out of the trade right here. But we could have did a measured move and saw that left shoulder dropped all the way down here, and it came up here and it did the same exact move down to the pip, and it actually went further. And so we're no longer using our own experience to draw support and resistance or to draw our certain areas of concern. No, we don't do that. Okay. What we do is we use quarter points. And we have many of opportunities for people to learn. We built this platform called Chartflix. It's like Netflix, but it's for traders. We have people as old as 72 that are using this particular platform to learn how to trade Forex and binary. We trade Forex and binary. Okay. We have people as old as 72, and we have students as young as 12 and 13. As a matter of fact, one of our educators, actually, their child is 13. On Sunday, they took a trade with 40 cent on their own. They took a trade 40 cent, turned it into $25.93 using the strategies that we teach inside of Chartflix. So I just want to show you a quick view into Chartflix, if you don't mind, just to show you exactly what it is that we have. If you ever decided, it would be totally up to you to join Chartflix. What I want to show you is everything that you're going to have access to. We have classes that we've done that are on demand. So every class that I've ever taught is available to you immediately. You don't have to wait. As soon as you sign up, you'll have access to this full educational platform. We have new traders set up. We have live stream classes every week. Here's our schedule. Sunday at 8:45 p.m. We have Tuesday at 8:30 a.m. in the morning. We have every Friday, I do an introduction of Chartflix just like this. You can come and ask questions because we're going to do a Q&A here shortly. Every first Wednesday, my co-educators, they teach a class as well. And every first Saturday, we do a live mastermind class because we understand that trading is 90% mental, 10% skill. You don't need much skill to see where you're looking at this level and we're going to match it to the left side of the screen. All you're doing is playing mismatch. Everybody's played that game before, right? And so let me take you a little bit further into Chartflix. We have the live stream, Chartflix on demand. This is where you can watch over 6 months worth of videos are available to you immediately. Where we do day trading, we do swing trading, we do live trading. Every class that we've done is inside of there. Binary, it's the new kid on the block, but we teach you how to do that. We have the signal service, and we have trading strategies where you can just come straight to and look at all of our trading strategies. We have the football, the 75 thrive and dive, the teacup strategy, binary strategy, GBP breakout. We have and the Agilent 2018 and 2020 as well. So this is all you would have access to as a subscriber. Now let's talk about comparing why this is a good platform. Most platforms charge you a minimum of $100 a month. Most platforms, the minimum is $100 a month. Some of the more efficient platforms charge as much as $200 a month, $300 a month if you want to learn how to do binary. But what I did was I told the creator, I told God, I said, if you ever give me the knowledge to unlock this, I would give it away to people. And that's basically what I'm doing. Because for a minimum of $1.66 a day, you will have access to all of this that you have on the screen. Weekly training with Forex and binary, on-demand classes immediately. Our signal service, me and one of the educators, we send out signals every week. We have a minimum of 80% win rate on every trade we send out, right? We do a one-on-one. Have you ever had a mentor that will sit with you and show you how to set up your charts and show you the strategy one-on-one? Most people don't get that. People are very impressed with that. I take time to set up one-on-one sessions with you, and you can do more than one when time permits, but I give you that. We have our chat room that's available 24/7. You could always throw in trade ideas. I love it. We've been doing that. What do you see here? Sometimes I'll throw a link in. Let's talk about it, right? We also have the Chartflix library card that you'll get access to, where we're building our strategies and put them in PDF form, where we will be selling them on Amazon.com. They're going to at least be $20 each. Guess what? Guess how much you're going to pay if you're subscribers? Zero. You won't pay anything. You'll get it for free. And also, we're developing chart flicks for kids. So, any children who want to learn how to trade, they will have access to this as well. And again, I told you it was $1.66 a day, which comes to $49.99 a month, and you get canceled anytime. It's one of the best platforms I've ever seen. I've been a part of a lot of platforms, so I'm able to know what we are competing with. Okay. I know what we're competing with. So I'm able to fix that. Okay. So again, it's $1.66 a day. However, I want to go and give you access to our Telegram group so you can meet me there, and we could talk about any questions that you may have, any concerns you may have about trading. This is where you will get a few free trades as well. And I'm going to give you access to chartflix.net. Chartflix.net is the free version where you can immediately have access to a couple sample classes. You'll have access to a few videos, even a new trader setup. If you're new to trading and you want to learn how to set up charts, giving that away for free, because I want you to at least get started, and we point you in the direction to at least get started with your trading career. Okay. But in the meantime, the best thing you could do is at least join the free Telegram group. The free Telegram group is going to allow you to at least have access to me. Now, it's not a guarantee that you'll see me again, because some groups kick me out once I start showing them how easy it is to trade using our strategies. So the minimum you want to do is at least join the free Telegram group so you would have access to what it is that we're trying to do. Okay. Other than that, I just wanted to tell you that this is one of my favorite pictures in the world. Okay. Saw this on the internet, and it reminds me of what I've been trying to build since the beginning of this year. I've been trying to build a herd of hungry people who are going for the same goal. And what it is that we're trying to do, we're trying to conquer our financial stability. Okay. And two heads are better than one. Okay. And we have more than two heads over here. We have a host of leaders that are trying to accomplish the same exact thing. Okay. And of course, the pandemic that's hit the world, we can't meet in the room safely anymore. We can't go to these big arenas and sit and listen, but we have a virtual welcoming environment that will give you everything you need to feel like you're in the room with us. You're in the room with me, and I'll be there to help you along the way, because it's better when we're all winning. It was fun when I learned how to trade and I was doing it by myself. And really, this was all born because I wanted to share it with other people. That's what it's evolved to. It's evolved to that. And again, I'm going to tell you this. I've only been trading since May of 2018. So we got May, June, July, August, September, October. So that would be, what's that, 27 months. Yeah, or no, 20, no, that's 30 months. No, 29 months. Okay. So now I've been trading 29 months. Now I started off kind of rough because I didn't have mentorship. And I actually want to show you a video that that will show you how bad I was struggling. You guys got to see this, and then I'm gonna open up for Q&A, and we'll be done.
I just want to be great. I just want my children to have the life that they deserve. I want my wife to have the life that she deserves. That's why I work so hard. That's why I try so much. I lose, I fail, I mess up. But I'm trying. I'm trying hard. Man, I'm trying hard. Sometimes I just come to myself and I just cry. Not because I'm sad, just because how bad I want to make it for my family. Hopefully, once y'all see this video, I would have already proven myself. I'm trying. I'm trying. I'm trying.
So listen, I don't know if you're watching this video via YouTube right now, because of course, YouTube, I got the links below for you as well. Or if you're watching this live, I just want you to know, keep struggling, but don't stop moving. I'm so glad I kept trying. I'm so glad I kept moving. I'm so glad I was able to find the acumen that opened the door to trading that has really changed the trajectory of my trading life. Okay. It is the best decision I've ever made. Best decision I've ever made was to keep at something. So this can go beyond even trading. In life, things that are hard, if they were easy, I'll just say it this way. If it was easy, everybody would be doing it. But I don't want you to get discouraged because it seems a little hard, or you don't get it right away, or you don't understand it right away. This was me. I did not understand why I won some trades and lost some trades. I lost most trades, but I stayed on the wheel. I did not get off. I stayed in the race. And now I can pretty much predict price movement and price reaction. So I don't know how you got connected. Go in the chat. And if you're, there's three options. You can go to chartflix.net to check out all of the free content that we have. You can join our free Telegram group to stay connected, because you need a mentor. If you don't have a mentor, tell me how good you're doing, and I can determine whether or not you have a mentor. You got to have somebody that's been there, done that, and that can give you a shortcut. That's what a mentor is about. And maybe somebody on here right now, you may say, well, I want to go ahead and subscribe right now. That option is available for you in the chat as well. The moment that you subscribe, you will have access to all of our trade ideas, to all of our signals, to all of our classes, to all of our communication, and you can join our Chartflix family. And if you want to come for a few days, that's fine. I have people that's been here since day one. I have people that come for 30 days and they say, I get everything I can, and they go away. I have people that stay for 90 days and then they're done. It all just depends on how much time you want to invest. We're building a community of traders that want to be successful, and we use practical trading strategies that will allow you to have higher probability trades. And that's exactly what we do. So what I want to do here, as we're right at 30 minutes, I want to open up for quick Q&A. I want to open up for a quick Q&A. Okay, good. I'm winning that trade. I knew I should have said that to Chartflix, but that was a new style. Let me see, make sure you guys can unmute. Yeah, you can unmute yourself. Does anyone have any questions?
Hey, Marcus, how's it going?
I'm going all right. Hold on real quick. See, look, guys, I want to show y'all something. I don't know if y'all can see this, but I took a lot of trades last night using my strategy, okay? Now, I don't normally trade as late as Friday, but these trades are no more than 50 cents. But if you could look and see, let me stop sharing real quick. If you can look and see, oh, it's green, so you can't really see it. I'm up like 50 bucks on a few trades. All of these trades are blue. I know you can at least see that, using the strategies that I've just showed you. Now, I didn't send these to Chartflix because these were all market execution. None of these were pending orders. Okay. So I know what I'm doing because of the strategies that I use. The strategies that I use, they can't be beat. But go ahead and I'm sorry. Go ahead. Ask your question. Who was that? Was that Pete? Sound like
Yeah. I didn't really have a question at this time. I just had a comment, man. I just want to say in front of everybody, man, ever since I got with you, man, my trading has changed. You know, you showing me the W's and the M's, man. I'm taking profit now. I had a real good day yesterday. And I just want to say, man, whoever's thinking about it, whoever's on the edge, man, you need to join, because this man right here is helping with my trading, man. He's helping me a great deal. And, you know, I used to lose a lot of trades and I didn't understand why. But with the things that Marcus is showing me, now I'm starting to understand how the market moves even better, man. So I just want to say, whoever's thinking about it, whoever is on the fence, man, you only live once. You don't want to regret not joining the team when you could join and win, and not join and lose. So I just wanted to say that, man. That's my little piece.
I appreciate that, man. Pete is actually a awesome addition to the Chalkflix family. He was a trader already, so he came with a certain amount of knowledge, and this may represent most of you that are on the call tonight, this morning or tonight. I know this is international. Some of you all have had some success, and you could read certain things, but there are certain things that I know other platforms don't talk about, because if they did, it would cut out all of that recruitment that has to go on. And I'm not against multi-level marketing and business building, but what I'm saying is, I know that if they led with this kind of stuff, you would already be further in your trading. There's this thing that we use called the W, and I'm in this trade right now. Now, I didn't send this to Chartflix because I didn't know it was going to work as good as it did. But last night before I went to bed, Pete, look what I did. I placed a buy stop right here, and look what happened. The price picked up my order and went this way. And I actually got another one set as well. And these are some trades. So I'm just testing out. And I didn't know it was going to move like this on a Friday. That's why I didn't send it out to Chartflix. But it did. I went to bed. And that's another strategy that we've been teaching our subscribers. These patterns that they call Gartley patterns and harmonics and all that kind of stuff. See, what I'm gonna tell you why most people lose. They try to catch the bottom of the move. Most people, we tell you to try to buy down here. There's nothing wrong with that. That's a good place to buy. But there's something that happened in these patterns called the W pattern, that this second leg always pushes and thrusts. You could set pending orders. By the way, let me tell you this. We don't do market execution trades for our signals. All of our signals are pending orders, which means you could get the same entry that I get when I send that signal, the same exact entry, because we're using predictive behavior of the market. We know that the market is a replay over and over again. Of course, there are some surprises here or there. There are some news events. A president may say something during a press conference or something, but for the most part, these prices do exactly the same thing over and over. And I want to show it. I want to show it to you. And I'm not the mentor that throws you 100 signals a week. I don't throw 50 signals a week. I throw only the signals that are going to be high probability. That's the only signals I throw. Now, my London guy, Mr. Herbert, he throws out 5-6 trades a day, and he has at least an 80% win rate, but he trades during the London session. I like to sleep during the London session. Yeah, I sleep during the London session. But look, this was right before I went to bed last night. Right here, I saw this and I looked at the bigger picture and I said, oh, if it breaks that during the London session, that's going to be a continuation of a W. And my take profit wasn't his leg right here. I got my take profit all the way up here. My take profits, both of the take profits are all the way up here at the 50 pip pullback, because I know we've already bounced off of this 100. This is a 100 line, guys. 1.18. We already hit it, rejected down 75 pips. That's that 75 pip interception. Now it's coming back with steam. We are already in an uptrend. We've already violated this right shoulder. It's already went past this. So we're past this. I really could move my TP to this next 100 line to 119, because we broke 118. I could take it all the way up to 119. But what I did was I put my TPs right here at this 50 pip pullback, because I know as soon as it hits this 50, there's going to be a problem. So I go and take my profit where they're going to start fighting. And I'll show you how to do this weekly, okay? Does anybody else have any questions that you want to add? Or not add, or anything you want to add or say, or questions? Because class is over right now. It's Q&A. Man, I'm a bad trader, bro. I'm sorry, guys. I should have sent these. I didn't know it was gonna move like this. All blue, except for that one red. But this is literally a 50-cent trade. It's almost $12 right now. Right? All these trades I took before I went to sleep last night. I know y'all not. I know y'all can't believe some of the stuff I'm saying, but I can show you better than I can tell you. I can show you better than I can tell you. This thing is beautiful. Okay, I don't want to hold you guys. So if you don't have any questions, just make sure you at least join the Telegram group so you can stay connected and you can make your decision on another time. Why did I take that NZD trade? Let me look at it really fast. I'm in an NZD trade twice. Okay, that's why I took it. Okay, so I got in on an NZD trade as well. And look at what's getting ready to happen with this, okay? We've already dropped from this line twice. Once, twice. That's that 25 pip U-turn that I could teach you. 70 cent, it broke the line, the 100 line, but it only went 25 pips. That's a U, that's an upside down U. This is what a U looks like. This is an upside down U-turn, and we know that the price does that. It came back up here, made another U-turn. Both times it dropped at least 75 pips. Do you think we're getting ready to drop again? No, we're not, because there's three bottoms. 1, 2, 3. Last night before I went to sleep, I said if we break 100, we break this 100 line, we're out of here. My TP for this NZD is all the way up here at 71 pips. And I don't really do a whole lot of 100 pip trades. But from 70 cent to 71 cent is going to be 100. I did that in my sleep. I literally did this in my sleep. So the next problem we may have is when we get to this green line, which is 75 pips. But I'm going to hold that trade. I'm going to hold that trade. I'm going to hold that trade. So apart from PayPal, what is the other pay options? Well, I do, that's the only option I have. If you're in the US, I have a few clients that have paid via Cash App, and I have to set a reminder for both of us for them to know they have to pay. But we have PayPal. I'm working on, they don't have Zelle for business accounts where you can just send money. It's only for personal accounts, and I can't take any personal money for this business. It won't look right for the business. But those are the only options I currently have. What country are you in? Does PayPal not work for you, Mr. Eric? And the only way you know that is you unclick the button. So I hope we can get you in there. Ghana. So I have some people, if Ghana is Africa, you know, I don't know all my countries, but if I know I have people from Africa that have subscribed, so PayPal should work with no problem. Okay. All right. Let me see what other trade I'm in. I'm at CAD JPY. I'm in CAD JPY. I put 50 cent on the trade right now. It's currently up $12 and $12.80. So if I took this trade before I went to sleep, yeah, okay, so that's what I did. I must have placed a buy stop right here, and it's gone. It's gone. Yep, my take profit is 81 cent. 81 cent. Because we've already hit the 50 pip pullback. And let's look to the left side. Oh yeah, we're gonna blow right past that. And the next area that we're gonna place we can place a trade right here above 81 cent. because this is where we have a 75 dive. And see, this is what I mean by football strategy 2.0. We no longer just say, oh, there's a high probability because if it hits the 50, it's going to pull back. Or if it hits the 75, it's going to pull back. No, we don't do that. We look to the left of the screen and say, oh, man, when it hit this 100 line, look at what happened. It fell straight down. So what we're going to say is, as soon as it hits this 100 line, we typically would say that that's a touchdown, right? So immediately the price is supposed to go back this way anyway because the Bears going to have the ball. We don't have to just say there's a high probability it's going to do it just because it hits the line. Now we can look on the left for the side of the chart and see, well, the last time it was at this level, let me clear it up so you can see it. Last time it was at this level, it fell straight down 100 pips. So it's going back up to meet that last massive fall, and it probably will fall back down here and give us a nice head and shoulders and get on up out of there. These quarter points are free. The quarter point, they're free. Man, I should have sent y'all all these trades. On a Friday, I got to talk to Mr. Herbert about that. And this non-farm payroll was last week. Okay. All right, guys. Any other questions? Hey, Melba. Hey, Shay. Alvante, you're going to be an awesome trader. Jacob John, Mr. Herbert is on here. Tundi, good luck. And Mr. Eric, okay. Well, some of this is the family, so I don't even have to keep asking for questions. That's why I ain't got no questions. Most of y'all the family, at least half of y'all the family. So, Mr. Eric, oh man, listen, listen to me, Alvante. People who stick close to mentorship, and it's just a principle. It's nothing special about me. It's really all about the principle. The principle of mentorship is to get a shortcut. That's what I'm giving y'all, a shortcut. People say there's no shortcut to success. That is a lie. Melba's 13-year-old child is taking trades on her own. Why? Because Melba is a co-educator on this platform. So what Melba knows and what I teach, she's giving it to her kids. Is that not a shortcut? Yes, so you get a shortcut. Yes, so you will be an awesome trader. It's going to happen because birds of a feather flock together. They flock together. I'll tell you one thing. The moment I stopped trying to do this on my own and I sat up on a mentor, and the mentor told me, well, Marcus, you really should be looking at higher time frames to predict bigger moves. But because I was so, I'm glad I went the way I did because I didn't listen to him at first. He told me, get off that low time frame. And I'm talking about Orrin Wright. I mention him quite often. He said, get off that lower time frame. I proved him wrong that you can trade on a lower time frame. That's how I found the quarter points. But now that I've taken a step back and I look at the whole picture, it's like what I learned, I see what he was trying to get into me. And so now I'm able to predict bigger moves and see it because I listened to somebody that had already played that game. You see what I'm saying? So mentorship is very key. Who you're connected to is very key. That's where you're going to end up being, okay? So listen, guys, what we're going to do is if you're watching this on YouTube, please click the links below, join us, come have fun with us, and come see what it is that we do and how we do it. And if you have any questions, write it in the chat. And other than that, I really appreciate you guys for coming out. You will be joining the family soon, Tunde. Come on, let's go. I would really love to have you. Make sure you join our Telegram group, okay? Join our Telegram group so you can stay connected because I don't know how you got here. I sent out emails, I sent out Facebooks, I sent out Instagrams, I go into other people's chat rooms. Sometimes they kick me out. So it's not a guarantee that you'll ever see me again if you don't at least connect to the free content that we have. Other than that, guys, listen, be connected, be consistent, and coachable. And if you do those three things, be connected, be consistent, and be coachable. If you do those three things, I'm going to see you at the top, because the bottom is extremely too crowded. I'll see you next Friday. And for the rest of you, I'll see you Sunday night.